Good afternoon, my friends. This is a late afternoon in March 2023 and we are going to show you something that's really useful here in this area. I'm in Cuba. The city hall is on my left. There is a balcony on the right. There is this mosque, the beautiful mosque of Madania, the ancient mosque. And now I'm going to recreate a situation that I had yesterday when I was trying to go to Jolie Vue in order to buy some brake fluid. There is a balcony here on the left from where you can admire a beautiful view of Algiers, of the city center. And now, as I told you, yesterday I missed the turn while I was coming from the Martyrs Memorial and trying to go to Jolie Vue. In order to buy some brake fluid, I need to change the brake fluid of my car. So now I'm going to drive all the way to the area where I missed that turn. And 6 in the afternoon, and we are going to try and recreate the situation. I hope that it's not going to, we're not going to encounter any traffic jams on the way. Housing is on the right. We are in the area of l'Oasis, the Oasis. And this is, I've just driven down Le Calvaire and now we are on this area of l'Oasis, the Oasis. And everything on the left is of course part of Cuba. It's nice to drive like this on roads like these after work. It kind of allows you to unwind a little bit. And of course, if you can't drive after work on streets like these, just you know, get out for a walk. I enjoy walking in these areas when I'm in this part of town. There are two speed bumps here because there is an elementary school here on the left. And now in order to go to the Martyrs Memorial area, we've got to take this exit here on the right. If you want to drive to Les Anassers, you drive straight on. Okay, we're taking this binocular exit here. We're going to enter or drive onto the Les Anassers Road. Housing is on the left. Now we have just driven onto the Les Anassers Road, the connecting road that connects the Southern Bypass Motorway, also known as Highway number 5, to the Northern Bypass Motorway, also known as Highway 11. Seashore Highway. And now Cuba is on the left. Of course, Jolie Vue, where the spare parts store I go to is located. It could be I mean, you could drive there from the central part of Cuba, but you are going to find traffic in the central part of Cuba, in the central on the central street or on the main street. That's why you've got to avoid it. This is the route I would have taken in order to go to Jolie Vue from central Cuba itself. I don't have to drive all the way to that roundabout, big roundabout of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with the I Heart Cuba sign in order to turn around. I can turn around here, and now I will show you where I missed the exit. There is a... Normally, if I want to go to Jolie Vue, I should take this exit here on the right. But yesterday I missed it, just like this. And this is where I ended up. I ended up on Wackett Street. This is the street that connects Cuba to the Martyrs Memorial, which is behind us. Of course, I'm not going to go back to Cuba. There is traffic there. What I'm going to do is to take this exit and turn around, simply turn around. See, you need to keep your cool when you miss an entrance or an exit. Just try to figure out calmly how you fix your error. Never rush things, and this is what I simply have to do. I'm going to turn around like this and get back on Wackett Street. So what I'm doing here is, you know, returning to the departure point to where I was. Just be careful when you are driving onto this street, okay? Because the oncoming traffic here is fast. There I am, back on the same street, driving towards the same roundabout, the Les Anassers roundabout. The Martyrs Memorial is over there. I can't film it here. I can see it, but I can't film it. Now, let's join this street again, and now in order not to miss the exit, I'm going to merge into the right lane. The Les Anassers apartment complex is on my right. There we go. This time I haven't missed the exit, and I'm going to drive back onto the Les Anassers Road that will take me to the area of Garidi, from where I'm going to enter the area of Jolie Vue. There is a stop sign here, and this is very serious. I've got to stop for a while because oncoming traffic here is also very fast. You've got to be careful when you're driving on this street at sunset. You'll have the sun in your eyes, and visibility would be seriously affected. Anyways, the speed limit here is 60 kilometers per hour. This is the entrance. On the right, you have got the entrance to the Les Anassers apartment complex. Some cars abruptly slowed down, and I had to slow down too. There's still some traffic here on this road. Of course, this road is paralyzed with traffic in rush hour. and now there is still some left. It gets paralyzed with traffic during rush hour, all the way down to Ruisseau. This road, the road we have just left, the Les Anassers Road, is a hell, is a living hell for many drivers. And now we have just taken this exit here. This is the Garidi exit, Garidi 2 exit. And this is the exit, or the area that is going to allow us to turn around and go to Jolie Vue. There is another stop sign here on the right. You need to be on the lookout for stop signs, because they keep you safe, you know. They are generally placed at the entrance of very busy roads. The Les Anassers apartment complex is on the right, but we are going to drive across this road like this, and yes, go to this roundabout, and then turn around like this and drive in the direction of Jolie Vue. And Jolie Vue is it's officially known, I mean, the road we are driving to is officially known as the Inter-Neighborhood Road, Route Intercartier. The area or the neighborhood itself is known as Jolie Vue, and that road connects this area known as Garidi to Cuba, or to the Ben Omar area, which is part of Cuba. All right. There is traffic here because of two crossroads. One of which is this one, the one we have just passed. It's a crossroads. So in fact the entrance to the Garidi 1 apartment complex, which is on the right. The second one is over there. It's a little bit down, further down, further away, further down the road. And that one is the crossroads near the cemetery of Garidi. The neighborhood on my left is known as Vieux Cuba, Old Cuba. And the cemetery of Garidi is on the right. 100 meters away from here. It's one of the most important cemeteries here in Algiers. I already filmed a video on how to drive from Madania to that cemetery. Traffic at this time of day it tends to be mild. That's why I don't mind filming it. Some of our viewers told us that you know, they complained about the fact that, you know, I would only film Algiers during the weekend. This area here is high, and you can have some, you know, view of the eastern part of Algiers and the Metija Plain, all the way to the Bouzigza Mountains, to the Tel Atlas Mountains. So some of our viewers complained about the fact that I only film, or I mainly film Algiers on weekends, and well, I shouldn't film it on busy days as well, when there are people walking on the streets and everything. But if I did that, then most of my videos would only consist in traffic. Now the traffic is easing down, and I'm going to you know, to film the last part of this video as I'm entering the Intercartier, or the inter-neighborhood street or road. Vue Cuba is on the left. The cemetery is on the right. And you can also join the Benaknoon highway by taking the right. Oh my. Lots of cars coming from the right. And I've got to cross. I've got to cross. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and now we have the Intercartier, or the inter-neighborhood road, all to ourselves. Just look at this. There are fewer cars driving towards Cuba and Benoit, and the spare parts store is here on the left. This is where I go in order to buy all the spare parts that my car needs, or I need for my car. We're going to continue driving down this street, and that's it, mission accomplished. You know, it took me 16 minutes in order to drive from the central part of Cuba to this part, and also fix my error. my error of yesterday. Now I've got to drive back to Cuba. Yes, maybe I should take this turn here. Thank you, we are sorry. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you. Alright guys, I hope that you found this video interesting and useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up on phone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications on my future videos. Drive safely, visit Algiers and all of Algeria. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.